So this is what I've got going, and like I said, I'm going to use the Canson mixed media paper, and I have this all cut to 8.5 by 11, and then all I'm doing is layering the leaves and the gears. And I'm going to do a sheet real quick just to show you my process. Now in this bottle I've got 2 parts vinegar to 1 part water, and the reason I'm doing this is because I can't find my alum. And I'm not sure that, I don't even know if I want to waste time on alum, because vinegar is pretty effective at getting all the stuff to bind. So I squirt both sides of the paper to get that, all that rust from under here coming up, and hopefully some leaf prints, and then also it flattens it out beautifully. And then I just reach in and drop a few gears on here however they land. And then these leaves, I used a bunch of these on the last batch and I didn't get any prints, so I'm really hoping that tying this whole thing together is going to help me get some better prints. So I'm not sure what these branches are. They are a tree, a little tree type branch, and then this here is scrub oak, and this printed really black on the last batch if you watched that video. So I'm going to pop some of these in here, and I really, like I said in the last video, don't want to give myself any time to really think about my placement. I just want to get on with it. So I did that, and then I'm going to throw some stuff on top. This serves a couple purposes. You can kind of pin stuff down a bit and keep everything in place, plus you can get more of these gear prints. So I've got all this tied off now, and it's pretty snug together in there. I've got a lot of gears and a lot of metal and a lot of leaves, and I went ahead and used, this is just cotton string, and you can use baking twine. I would definitely recommend using something natural, a natural fiber to tie your stuff up. And then I went ahead and put all my rusty bits around here. I actually have 2 of these rusty hinges, so I've got them both in here. And just as a safety note, I get tetanus shots right when I'm supposed to. So if you're going to be working with a lot of rust and wanting to do this kind of work, that's wonderful. But I would definitely say go get a tetanus shot, because it's very easy to get poked and break your skin, and you do not want tetanus. It's no, you don't want that. So I've got this 32 ounces of vinegar again, and I'm going to go ahead and just pour 75% of this in here, and then I sprayed both sides of the paper, like I said earlier, with the 2 parts vinegar, 1 part water. And I'm just going to pour this in so you can see it, and I'm not going to do anything else because I've got to carry it over to my stove. I'm going to cook this. Okay, so I put about 80% in there. I just really want, this is $1, so I think it's worth the money. I'm going to fill it over the top of the paper with water and put a couple rocks on, and then I will rinse and dry these papers and be back to show you. Okay, so here's this batch all dried and ironed up, and you're just never going to get your papers perfectly flat. Like I said, these are the Canson mixed media, and they just go through so much that I have not been able to get them perfectly flat, and I'm not willing to put them under a book for 6 months or under a stack of weights. So I got a lot better leaf prints in this kit, as you're about to see in a minute. So I'm happy about that, but some species still didn't really print very well. So it's either the species or the fact that they were frozen before I used them. So I'm really not sure which, but I did this batch with vinegar, like I said, and I had a talk with myself, and I said, "Self, you need to get your alum out and try the alum." So I'm going to do this exact batch again a 3rd time, And I'm going to do it with alum, and I'm going to use all the same leaves. I used oak and some tree branches and some grapevine leaves and some scrub oak. And I'm going to try it one more time with alum and see if that makes a difference. But tying this bundle together made a big difference. I have 24 double-sided sheets here, so 48 total, and I have them in my store in 2 separate kits, 24 sheets a piece. So it's quite a valuable, both of these kits are valuable. And I did the same thing with the last 2 Gear and Leaves Eco Die kits I did too. So here's the very top page. You get this really beautiful stuff going on the top, and it's from the water receding and bubbling over, and it just comes out really neat. And then that's the grate mark, of course. This is mixed media, so it wasn't as thick as the watercolor paper, so I got a little bit of the grate through. And then I've got some leaf prints here. I really love these. Came out so cool. In my opinion, they did. So I'm excited to just keep experimenting and sharing with you my results so that when you go to do these, you can try different stuff too and have more of an educated guess. So here's the other side of the bottom sheet. That's the bottom. And then see, I got quite a lot of leaf prints in there and some really cool gear stuff. This side came out really faded. I ended up with a little bit of purple and blue, and I cannot begin to tell you where that came from. I have no idea. I did not put any dye in my pan, but it could have been a residual drop from a blue kit I did last year. I do not know. A lot of leaf prints. These are the vine leaves, the grapevine leaves that I did, and they spotted and speckled and did some weird cool stuff. And this side was the tree branch. You can see it ever so slightly, but it just didn't print as prominent as I would have liked those two because they're beautiful leaves. So I'm really hoping I'm going to get some this summer and try a batch with them fresh off the tree and see if that makes a difference, because there's got to be a way to get a print of them. There has to be, and I'm going to find it. Here's another one of those that I was just talking about, that tree leaf. I got a few indentations and the rust seeped in and made some markings, so that I love. And see, when you fold this for a journal page, you've got this half grunge and this half nature. It's kind of funny. It's like nature versus industry. And I love nature. I'm always going to side with nature, but the industry's cool too, especially when it's all grungy and steampunky. So I got some good leaf prints there. That one came out really nice. Nice big leaf print. This is another tree branch that barely came out, and I didn't have any gears on that side. There's that side. Really nice. These are another grapevine leaf and then another branch. I got faint outlines. Here's another branch. Just didn't get enough of it. I love those erector set pieces. Boy, anytime you can find a bunch of metal bits that are flat, snag them if you can, because they really make some great elements for your eco dies. Here's this. A lot of leaf prints on this page. So the next batch I am going to do alum, and I'm just going to spray them. I'm going to spray it. I'm just going to take a squirt bottle and I'll probably mix. Alum comes in powder, so it's not like vinegar. I'll probably put, you know, a healthy, you can get them in the spice aisle. They're about that big and about that thick, and yeah. So I'll probably use, I'm probably going to use like 80% of the thing just to really give it a real shot at working, because I'm going to spray the papers like I did this kit in between each layer. And so that alum will be in the rust and in the paper, and I want enough of it because they're going to boil for hours. So yeah, I would imagine you got to use quite a bit, and I think it's worth it. If you're going to work this hard to make this kit, you might as well go all out. There's that one. I got some pretty strong prints here. I love this mark up here. I don't know if that's a leaf or what that is right there. I love eco dyeing. I love to watch other people's eco dyeing videos. I just love to see their results. Oh my gosh, it's such a fun topic. There's that one. This one is so neat with all the variations of color. You've got dark orange, light pale beige, dark rust, and then black and gray. It's just so neat. I wish more pages would have come out with this coloring. I have a little rusted out wrench. That's a scrub oak leaf. It's a nice big, those grapevines, now they've been frozen and in my freezer for months, and they really stepped up to the challenge and came out really neat. Here, let me get you in here. Look at all the detail. Really love those, how those came out. And not all of them came out that good. I bet you they'd come out a lot better fresh off the vine, because they're alive, you know. They haven't gone through that process. Here's another really neat one. I will put the top sheet in one kit and the bottom sheet in the other kit, just like I did with the last batch. And I think I made these $4.75, I'm not sure. But I will link it and you can go check it out and pick it up. These are some really awesome journal pages, and these are great pages to add some more art to of your own. If you're into Photoshop or any kind of computer software, you're more than welcome to implement my art within yours. And these would make great tags and pockets and journal covers. Can do a lot with it. I think I showed you that side. I lose track. There's that. I was drinking my coffee. I've got some neat old pieces. I'd like to even have some more. I'm always on the hunt. I did get some old architecture tools, but I think they're stainless steel and I doubt they'll rust. So I just got a bunch at an auction. But I'm going to put them in vinegar water and see what happens. Those are so sharp, they probably, and they're three-dimensional, so they'll be good for fabric, but they were not going to be good to be layering between paper, you know. There's another good one. This has a lot of leaf prints in it. All the scrub oak, and then up here. Really fun. I'm really into this kit. I just want to get stronger leaf prints, and the gears are so fun. But I'd really like to do a batch too without all the gears in it and just put rusty bits in the pan, of course, to get the rust color. But really have some strong leaf prints with the rust color and the black. Every batch I do, I want to put RIT dye in them. And I'm conducting experiments on these, so I have to stop myself because I need to see what results I'm going to get from this. And then when I'm done satisfying, going as far as I can go with this, then I'll start adding some dye, and I'll show those kits too and make them available. It's what, like April 24th today? So this video will be out Tuesday. I'm filming a little early. This is my Tips and Tutorials Tuesday. So I'm getting a jump on the eco dyeing season this year. Just a fun batch of paper. Lots of textures in here. Really yummy. There's another one with a lot of textures. Yeah, if you want to impress me, show me rusty art. No beamer or diamond is gonna get me as excited as a eco dye set of papers. Well, maybe the beamer would. I like rust. What can I say? I showed you that twice. Isn't that neat? Now this was an oak leaf, and for some reason it had some kind of pigment in it from something, and I got that really neat. I just think that's beautiful, and that's what I love about making these and scanning them. You preserve stuff like this, and then you can print these up and go ahead and do more art and keep having access to your stuff. An original doesn't have to be, you know, used up, never to be seen again. I just can't handle that. I can't handle it. I have to scan stuff. And that's how you get to, you know, hang on to it. And then when I scan it, I can take these beautiful sheets and put them in journals and release them to other people to enjoy. So that's that whole kit there, 2 kits. And I am so glad you joined me for this, and I really hope that you do some experimenting on your own, and I really would love to see your stuff. This is what makes me get out of bed in the morning, is art. So feel free to share with me and let me know, show me some pictures. Comment down below, and if you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button below and hit that bell notification, because I'm starting a thing called Grab Bag Saturday. I'm a very ADD artist. I do all different kinds of stuff, so we're having Grab Bag Saturdays from now on and Tips and Tutorials Tuesdays. So I hope to see you soon. Thanks, and have a great day.